Hey guys, happy Monday to everyone. I wanted to pop on today and, well, here to make a video, of course, and have a topic. As you saw in the title, um, I'm here for the right reasons. Are you? And I want to talk about that because I've recently had comments are great, guys. Comments that I get on my channel are fantastic because they give me these ideas in which to talk about. And also because I know that others out there are probably getting the same types of comments left on their videos, perhaps. So one, it's nice to talk about it and also to kind of state my feelings on certain things. And so, yeah, why am I here in this hobby? Why am I here making videos? What is my purpose? Am I here for the right reasons? And, I think the person who commented that, one, they don't know who I am. It's someone that may have stumbled across my channel. And that happens, you'd think by now, like the reborn hobby, people understand it. They've seen it now for a long enough period of time that it's not like shocking or weird or whatever, or they're just new to the hobby and maybe they don't generally understand what my content is about because I do share some personal things. And it was actually, the comment was made under the video where I was sharing, what work I had done. And so I thought it was funny because it's like the one random time that I share something personal like that. Because typically, once in a blue moon, if I've tried a new experience or I've had something done, like when I had my original microblading done to my eyebrows, I shared that experience on my channel, even though it's a doll channel. I know that it's one of those popular things that I know a lot of women get and want to hear feedback on. So I thought, why not, share my thoughts on it, what I thought about the experience. And it's also why I'm very open about the things that I have had done, even though it's a doll channel, because many of you that have followed me for any period of time, you guys also ask about my personal life. And I have had the questions where, what work have you had done? Because you do look a little bit different. And yes, for sure. And that's not to say that majority of my content is about dolls, and that's what I enjoy putting up. But I will have those one-off videos where I do share my personal journeys, whether it's with health, beauty, whatever. I think that we're all trying to better ourselves. We're all trying to feel good about ourselves. And I'm not ashamed to talk about it because, I'm kind of an open book about that stuff. I don't hide that I've had certain things done. In fact, it doesn't bother me. It's my body. I've made certain choices to, make changes that make me feel good. And I think that all women, all people out there should always be doing things that make you feel good. As long as you're healthy and you're careful and you do your research, I think that, it's kind of open game, you do what you like. And I never judge others for having work done or anything else either. I am very open-minded and I'm not opposed to having future work done. But my main reason for being here on YouTube with this particular channel, this platform, is to share my dolls. And I think I am here for the right reasons. I've been here a really long time. I have put up content for many, many moons, it feels like. And I will continue to do that. And sometimes I will branch out to non-doll related topics, such as this that I'm discussing today. I think that when people question why you might be here, I think it's a problem that lives within them, has nothing to do with us, the channel creators. And, I think it's maybe an insecurity on the person's part that leaves comments like that. Yeah, it's an interesting kind of thing. You put yourself out there, and I've said this time and time again, and I'll say it one more time. I put myself out there on social media platforms to share little bits of my life with everybody. And, you know, you run the risk of being exposed to people that aren't so nice, that aren't so friendly, that don't have good intentions when they leave comments like that, or they just don't think about it before. You know, it's like, think before you speak. Well, think before you leave a comment that might offend or hurt someone's feelings. A lot of people tend to be more bold online and the comments that they leave, because they don't have to see the person face to face. So there's a level of security within, like, you know, the screen. And so the studies have found, and this is a study that they've actually been talking about, is the fact that people are so bold and will say and do things on social media that they would never do face to face with another human. And, you know, we remove the screen and we go back to, you know, interactions that are in person, and you would not see the type of behavior that we see so much online. Some people, yes, no matter what, they're not very nice people. We will encounter that. But for the most part, I think that people that are, you know, living behind a screen and leaving not so great comments, you know, it's that level of security, protection, that they don't ever have to see that person face to face. Because if you insulted someone to their face in person, you would have to see what the ramifications are when you hurt someone's feelings, which you don't get that when you are posting a comment, you leave and you never think about it again. So for me, I've always kind of taken the thought process that I try to make sure I'm mindful when I leave comments on anybody else's channel, anybody else's videos. I don't want to offend. Even if I don't like the content, I just click off of it. Like, I just move on. Like, I just, you know, exit, stop, move on, find another video to watch. I don't take the time to hate comment, you know? And it's something I'll probably never understand. Why people feel the need to be like heard. Like, I got to tell someone how much I hate them in a comment on their video. To me, it's silly, and it's very childish behavior. And I don't think I'll ever understand it, to be honest with you. I think that behavior is something that you should have left behind in high school. And unfortunately, we have a lot of mix of people that will come across our videos, or people that are even within the hobby that are just spiteful and they will just want to say mean things because I think they're unhappy in their own lives, whatever it is. It has nothing to do with us. And I even have the internal struggle when people try to leave awful comments on my content. I even have to take a beat and go, okay, that doesn't feel good, but it has nothing to do with me. I can't control someone else's behavior. I can only control mine. And so I will continue being, you know, try to be as thoughtful as I can to make sure I never make someone else feel that way, no matter what the content is. And I watch way more YouTube videos that are non-doll related than I do that are doll related at this point in time, because I've just been so disheartened by a lot of the content that our hobby has been putting up. And there's just not as much of it, and I don't have as much time. So I generally haven't seen a whole lot of reborn related videos lately, just because my time, I don't spend a lot of time doing that. And if I'm going to take the time, I want to make sure it's something that I'm going to enjoy, that it's not going to make me, you know, at the end of the video leave feeling like ick. And some of the stuff that has transpired within our community it leaves you with that icky feeling, and I just don't like feeling icky about anything that's related to the hobby. You know, the hobby has to be my happy place. You guys have heard me preach that. And it really truly matters what I consume in the videos that I choose. It also matters, and it does affect me. I'd be lying if I said it didn't affect me. The mean comments that do penetrate my thick skin, they do. You know, I'm human. I have feelings. I'm not a cold-hearted person. And so yeah, those mean, not so nice comments that pop up every once in a while. Luckily, it's not very often that I have to deal with them, to be honest with you. But it takes me back when those occur. Like, it definitely takes me back, and it makes me pause. And like I said, it makes me take a beat and go, okay, this isn't about me. This is clearly about something they have an issue with, and they can just choose not to watch me. And if you continue to watch knowing that I trigger you in some way, then, well, that's on you. I can't control that. You know, I am going to continue being who I am. This is authentically me. Whether people want to believe that I'm an honest, forthcoming person in my videos, that's not up to me to worry about. I am just who I am, and I'm not going to change what I do to try to please others. I can only navigate social media how it makes me happy, and that's being myself. And if that is not your cup of tea, then don't watch. I don't want to trigger anybody. And I think that if you genuinely are here for the right reasons and you have I have in mind that I want to put out fun, entertaining content that I would enjoy. And that's how I base how I'm going to make my videos. I also, topics that come across my channel that people have asked that might be hot topics, that's what I generally kind of do. But I do try to lead with kindness always, and I'm never putting out the intent of upsetting people, even though sometimes the content is a little touchy and it does trigger some people or upset them. It's never done with that intention. It's just things that I think are important that need to be spoken about sometimes. But I do overall, the overarching theme of my channel and my platform is fun, lighthearted, dolly things, pretty cute things, just like sharing, like yesterday's video, what I shared, that I got in new that is just the tiniest of little things that make me happy, and then I see it makes other people happy. So I like to share that stuff. That's originally why I came to YouTube to make videos, is to share things with other collectors, because I don't have that face to face where I live. I wish I did. But it's just how it is. So we live a little bit online so that we can connect with other people. And yeah, once in a while, I'm going to share some of the things that I've had done that are personal, sharing what happened with my dog. Of course, there's going to be times where I'm sharing these things. It's to be expected, because I'm sharing a bit of me when I come on and I make a video for you guys, and that's just part of me. And hopefully, you guys enjoy it. If you don't have to watch. But anyways, I just wanted to chat about that because I thought that was kind of one of those rude comments that came across one of my other videos. And it's, some of these comments come in at the strangest times. Like, these are videos that have been up for quite a period of time. They're not, newly posted, but they must come up on people's feed based on the title, perhaps. But yeah, so update on what I've had done, guys, since I'm sort of on that topic. So I did have my microblading retouched up. So I had touch-ups done of my eyebrows. If you're not aware of what microblading is, it is basically eyebrow tattooing. And I see the person who has done my tattoos. I've had multiple new tattoos done, who is local, and she's fantastic. She also does permanent makeup, which my latest venture, if you will, was having lip tint done. And I'm currently on day 7 of the lip tint. And my friends will tell you, if you were to ask them the day that I had it done, and I didn't do anything super, they don't even look any different to me right now. And they won't, because of where it's at in a healing stage. But the day I got this done, 7 days ago, was that your lips swell because of, you're tattooing pigment onto your lips. And yes, it was painful, even though I was numbed. And I have a pretty high threshold for pain because I have had lip injections and I have had tattoos and, all of that, but it is a very sensitive area. And I only went with a shade just to kind of enhance the color of the lips, my lips they're currently at. And so during the healing process, I thought this would be kind of interesting to share the process to see if they, how dark they'll get, because they won't technically come back to color until I think 7 more days, like another week in between, like day 14 and day 21, I believe, is when they start to bring the pigment comes back because it's fully healed. So I'm on day 7, like I said, of the healing process, which is where it looks like you've lost all the color. I can still see the lining, the outer lining of what she did, but this is part of the process. And they'll continue to kind of heal over the next 7 days, and I will start to see that color come back. The day it was done, they looked very pink, because I got more of a natural shade. So it's, if anything, the color that will come in is just going to be a little bit darker than what my actual lip color is, which was what I was going for. It helps make them look more full. It helps them look more young, and we all want that. So I had thought about doing it for a really long time, and then decided, why not? Because, you know, it's just gonna enhance the color. And so I'm glad I did it so far. I'm happy and pleased with especially what I think that they'll end up at, but it'll be nice to kind of video it, like the progression. So I'll try to come back on face to face with you guys to see if you guys can tell a difference. Right now, like I said, I can't tell any difference because I'm at that healing stage where you're not going to be able to tell. It's kind of, the top layer has kind of gone away, and it has sort of what, like, it looks like a frosty, and it does. If you were to see a close-up, and I have nothing on my lips other than Aquaphor, because that's all you're supposed to put on them for a period of time. I didn't even put Blistex on, which is what I usually is my go-to. So I won't start using the Blistex until probably tomorrow on day 8, because they want you only using nothing other than just basic Aquaphor, which is like what we put on tattoos for healing anyways. But yeah, they kind of have like a light frosty color over top of them. It's hard to describe because it's not super close up. However, I can tell the difference, especially, you know, as I've watched like the stages over the last 7 days, and slowly the color kind of goes away and then it will come back once it's healed. So we'll see. I will be happy to share that with you guys. I know some of you are interested in that sort of thing, and so I like to kind of also document it and have it for my own purposes. So if I decide to do it again, I can kind of go back and see like the, you know, what it was like day 7, and then once it's fully healed, and see if there's an actual shade difference that stands out to me. I didn't want it to be a big difference, so to speak, but I do want to have more color. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, happy Monday. It is currently snowing here. Yay. Another day of snow, but this is winter. This is kind of what we're in for, so it is what it is. But I hope you all are having a great start to your work week. Hopefully you appreciated the topic. Yeah, and give me your feedback if you have, you know, similar thoughts on, you know, the comments that are left on our videos and maybe how you handle them. I just don't want people to feel like they're the only ones out there, because I know everybody gets these random weird comments, and it's I don't know. It's nice to not feel like you're the only one dealing with it. And so that's another reason why I like to talk about these things. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your day, guys, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.